I dropped Action Monster Big Movie, and honestly, there was no way around it. On paper, this is one of those concepts that should work. You've got Meng Chi, a struggling director obsessed with monster movies, trying to survive in an industry that's already moved on from his passion. Then suddenly, reality bends. A real demon girl, Leah, appears and offers him the ultimate opportunity. Make a real monster movie using actual supernatural beings. As the story progresses, it even teases a deeper connection between Meng Chi and the demon world, hinting at something bigger beneath the surface. Anime Ashi. That setup. It's genuinely strong. And I'll give credit where it's due. The first 2 episodes are fun. There's a fresh, almost chaotic energy in seeing a director treat literal monsters like actors on set. The dynamic between Meng Chi and Leah carries the show early on, mixing comedy with that something is off here mystery. It feels like it's building towards something meaningful. But that's exactly where the problem starts. Because after that initial hook, nothing really evolves. The pacing stays weirdly flat. The story introduces interesting ideas, like the connection between the human world and the demon realm, or how filmmaking itself ties into something deeper, but it doesn't push those ideas forward fast enough to keep you invested. Instead, it leans heavily into exaggerated comedy, and not the clever kind. It's more loud, over-the-top, almost childish humor that repeats the same beats without adding layers. And look, comedy isn't the issue. Plenty of Donghua balance comedy and depth really well. The issue here is that the show teases depth but keeps retreating back into safe, surface-level gags. That creates a disconnect. You're watching something that wants to be more than just a goofy action comedy, but it never fully commits to that ambition, at least not early on. And in a seasonal format where first impressions matter, that's a big risk. Another important point. This is an original Donghua. That means no source material safety net. Everything depends on execution. And while originality is great, it also means the story has to prove itself quickly. Here, it feels like it's still warming up, instead of hitting you with a strong narrative hook beyond the premise. On the production side, though, respect where it's due. HuaMei Animation does a solid job. The visual style, especially the contrast between normal characters and the more otherworldly elements, is actually pretty interesting. The opening and ending themes are also surprisingly strong, and probably one of the most memorable parts of the show so far. There's clear effort and identity in how it presents itself. But good presentation alone isn't enough to carry a series. At the end of the day, this feels like one of those shows with a great idea, decent execution, but weak early retention. And in a stacked season, especially if you're covering multiple anime and Donghua for content, it's just not strong enough to justify staying on your watch list. So yeah, if you're into light, chaotic action comedy with a meta twist about filmmaking, you might still enjoy it. But if you're looking for something that hooks you, builds tension, and gives you a reason to come back every week, this is an easy drop.